If you've been following the automotive industry closely, especially the full-size sedan segment, you've probably heard whispers and now confirmations about the comeback of a true American icon, the Chrysler 300. And yes, it's happening in 2026. The Chrysler 300 is officially back, and it's coming with major updates that mark not just a return, but a reinvention. The Chrysler 300 was once the king of the boulevards, a bold, muscular sedan that combined luxury with street presence, performance with poise. First introduced in 2005, the 300 made waves with its Bentley-inspired design and available Hemi V8 powertrains. Over the years, it cultivated a fanbase that appreciated its blend of old-school swagger and modern tech. But as crossovers took over, the 300 gradually faded into the background, with Chrysler officially ending production in 2023. Fast forward to today, and Chrysler is re-emerging with a clear vision. Parent company Stellantis has made it no secret that they're betting big on electrification. We saw the launch of the Airflow concept and the shift in direction for the brand as a whole. And now, the 2026 Chrysler 300 marks a bold step in that transition, a fusion of heritage and future-forward technology. So what's new in the 2026 Chrysler 300? Quite a lot. First and foremost, let's talk about design. The 2026 model ditches the slab-sided look of its predecessors in favor of a more sculpted, aerodynamic shape. The long hood and fastback-style rear end give it a dynamic, coupe-like silhouette while still maintaining the commanding stance that made the 300 famous. The new grille is more refined but still bold, framed by a full-width LED light bar that connects modern lighting with a retro nod to the car's past. Sleek LED headlamps and subtle chrome accents complete the new look. This isn't just a facelift. It's a full redesign aimed at turning heads in an era of sleek electric sedans. And speaking of electric, yes, this is the biggest change. The 2026 Chrysler 300 is available exclusively as an all-electric vehicle. There are two powertrain options, a single-motor rear-wheel drive variant producing around 300 horsepower, and a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup pushing closer to 500 horsepower. That's a significant jump from the previous generation, and it puts the new 300 squarely in competition with sedans like the Tesla Model S, the high-end Ioniq 6, and the upcoming electric Dodge Charger. The range is equally impressive. Chrysler promises up to 400 miles of range on a single charge for the RWD model, thanks to a 100 kWh battery pack and optimized aerodynamics. The AWD version gets slightly less, around 360 miles, but adds quicker acceleration, clocking 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Those are serious numbers, and they show that Chrysler isn't messing around this time. Inside the cabin, the transformation is just as dramatic. Gone are the heavy plastics and dated infotainment systems of old. Instead, the 2026 Chrysler 300 features a wide 37-inch curved glass display that stretches across the dashboard, very similar to what we've seen in other Stellantis luxury Fs. It includes a digital gauge cluster, an infotainment touchscreen, and a separate screen for the passenger. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates come standard. There's even built-in gaming functionality and video streaming when the vehicle is parked. The materials are premium recycled leather alternatives, real wood trim, and customizable ambient lighting elevate the experience. Chrysler is positioning this vehicle as a luxury performance F, and the interior proves it. It's quiet, well-insulated, and filled with thoughtful storage spaces and tech integrations. Another interesting addition is the new AI-powered virtual assistant built into the vehicle. It's context-aware, learns your driving habits, and adapts everything from climate control to music preferences automatically. Chrysler calls it the Harmony AI, and it's a core part of their strategy to make the driving experience seamless and personalized. Now, let's talk about driving. EVs are already known for their instant torque, but the 2026 Chrysler 300 goes a step further. It features adaptive air suspension, selectable drive modes, and an advanced regenerative braking system that allows for one-pedal driving. The ride is smooth, but still connected to the road, offering a balance between comfort and control. Whether you're cruising down the highway or weaving through city streets, the 300 feels planted, agile, and responsive. But what's especially notable is how Chrysler is blending tradition with innovation. The car features simulated exhaust notes that can be customized, everything from a classic V8 rumble to futuristic sci-fi tones. You can turn it off completely, of course, but it's a fun touch for drivers who miss the old-school roar of a combustion engine. Safety features are comprehensive. You get Level 2 Plus autonomous driving capability with Chrysler's Pilot Drive system. It includes adaptive cruise, lane centering, automatic lane changes, and even highway hands-free operation in approved areas. Night vision, 360-degree cameras, and automatic parking assistance round out the package. Now let's talk about trims and pricing. The base RWD model, simply called the Chrysler 300 Electric, starts at around $52,000. The mid-level trim, the 300 Touring, adds all-wheel drive, upgraded materials, and enhanced audio for around $62,000. The top-tier Platinum Performance Edition, featuring 21-inch wheels, a panoramic glass roof, sport-tuned suspension, and full autonomous capability, starts at just under $72,000. Of course, all models qualify for available federal and state EV incentives, depending on where you live. Chrysler also includes a home charger with every purchase and offers up to 3 years of complimentary charging at select networks. Production will begin in the first quarter of 2026, with deliveries expected by summer. Chrysler will build the new 300 at its upgraded Windsor assembly plant in Canada, now repurposed for EV manufacturing. Early reservations are already open through Chrysler's website, and demand appears to be high. Initial allocation is expected to sell out quickly. What does this mean for Chrysler as a brand? Well, it's a signal of rebirth. For a while, Chrysler's lineup had dwindled to just the Pacifica and the now-defunct 300. But now, with this electric reboot of the 300, the brand is signaling a more aggressive move into the premium EV space. The new 300 isn't just a car, it's a statement. In fact, Chrysler has announced that its entire lineup will be all-electric by 2028. The 300 is the first in a series of new vehicles, with a crossover SUV and a smaller urban EV expected to debut in the next 2 years. All of them will share the same STLA large platform developed by Stellantis, which supports long-range batteries, high performance, and advanced software architecture. Now let's address the elephant in the room. How does the new Chrysler 300 stack up against the competition? That's a good question. In terms of range, tech, and luxury, it's right there with top-tier electric sedans. It undercuts the Tesla Model S in price, while offering more premium materials and a quieter ride. It's more spacious and comfortable than the high-end Ioniq 6 and has a more distinctive personality than the somewhat clinical BMW i5. Where it really shines is identity. The 300 doesn't try to copy anyone. It redefines what a full-size American luxury sedan should be in the EV era. It brings personality back into a segment that's become increasingly minimalist and uniform. Of course, no car is perfect. Some critics have pointed out that Chrysler still needs to prove it can support EVs long-term with reliable software updates and charging infrastructure. While the partnership with major charging networks is promising, it remains to be seen how seamless the experience will be. Also, while the AI features are impressive on paper, real-world performance will ultimately determine how useful they are. But one thing is clear, the 2026 Chrysler 300 isn't just a nostalgia trip. It's a bold reinvention of a nameplate that many had written off. It blends the swagger of its past with the sophistication of tomorrow. And it does so in a way that feels authentic, confident, and distinctly Chrysler. So whether you're a long-time fan of the brand or someone just looking for a luxury EV that doesn't blend into the crowd, the new 300 is worth a serious look. It's got the power, the looks, the tech, and most importantly the soul. What are your thoughts on the new Chrysler 300? Is it enough to put Chrysler back on the map? Would you consider it over something like a Tesla or a Mercedes? Drop your opinions in the comments, we'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.